What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the first episode of AfroLatinos of 2021. This is your co-host, Aubyn, of course.
And your boy, Chandler.
And we have a quick message for you. And Ruby, I think, is off camera. She's going to join us real quick. 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year, everybody. It is finally 2021. We are out of the hot mess and a half that was 2020. And we are on to hopefully bigger and better things. I'm sorry, the mess that was 2020 and on to bigger and better things in this year. Listen, man, it was just my birthday this week. You know, I'm a year older, so my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. You feel me? Just past couple of days, just this from last night. Well, you guys will see this on Tuesday, but my birthday was on the 31st. So, you know, for today we're recording the day after. This is the first of the year. So from last night to today, you know, my mind's not as sharp as it usually is, Cheney. So just, you know, a year older, you know what I'm saying?
It's been a whole year since your birthday, bro.
It's been a whole year. It's the corniest thing. It's been a whole year since I've seen you, bro. It's been a whole. I was just saying at church last night when I was leaving church. Somebody said I used a particular voice to describe the way that this man talked. He said, "Hey, and I don't want to see it till next year, buddy." I said, "Okay." Y'all really be dragging them out.
Those are my favorite jokes. It's sarcastic to me.
I'll see you next year, and you know you're gonna see him in the morning. Like you're gonna see them in 20 minutes, and it's like I'll see you next year, buddy.
I haven't talked to you since last year, man. Shut up.
Hey, how are you, buddy? I haven't seen you since last year. Like, bro, come on, man. Like it's just you're doing the most. You're doing the most for no reason. Yeah,
it's 2021. Corona is officially gone. You know, it was only for 2020.
Nope, it's still here. Mm-hmm. Nope, it's still around.
Nope, it's still here.
Although the vaccine is out, they be vaccinating. I know a couple people who have gotten vaccinated already. I know some people that are going to be getting vaccinated, and I know some people that say, y'all ain't coming around me with that vaccine. So
let's hope they don't turn into zombies or anything.
Well,
crazy.
You know what? And I said I will do it. I mean, I don't get the flu shot now, and I realize it's not exactly the same thing, but I'm just like, I don't really want to get it until I know, you know, this production thing happens.
I need an update.
Quick.
I need the
like, I'm not saying I don't trust medicine, you know what I'm saying, but I'm going to let y'all figure that out. I'm going to let y'all figure that out a little bit before I'm over here getting shot.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
the PS5. Let them try the PS5, and if it works,
that's right.
Like, oh, that looks good, I'm going to get it. Right?
Because like you see Cyberpunk looked real good, right? Cyberpunk 2077 looked great. Everyone was so excited. Then it came out and it was filled with bugs, and PlayStation removed that thing from the store. You couldn't even buy it because, and it's so funny. So Sony took it out of the stores because it was so bugged and glitched and whatnot. And they were offering refunds to people who initially bought the game, who like pre-ordered the game. So that's kind of how I feel about the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let y'all figure that out so that y'all don't have to come back and be like, oops, we made a mistake with that one. I'm going to give you this other one, and it's going to fix what we just messed up on the last one.
There you go. You can get that. You can get the 2.0. You can see what's going on with the people that you don't want to happen to you.
Yeah, I just want to
Whatever
check it
happened,
out real quick.
That could have happened to me. So I'm going to wait until update 2.0 iOS. iOS 2.0.
Let me get the patch notes. Put it in the patch notes. What you fixed, you know, the vaccine patch notes, and then we can talk.
The 2020.1.0.
The vaccine 0.02. It's gonna be great. It'll be great. So AfroLatinos fans, you guys haven't seen us for a couple weeks now. We've missed a couple episodes. We took the time from Christmas to the New Year just to unwind, just to relax a little bit. To spend time with our families and that kind of stuff. So Cheney, the people haven't seen either one of us in a little while. So give us a quick little recap of your holiday. How was your Christmas? How was your New Year's? Talk about what you did.
If I'm right, oh yeah, it was Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
I accidentally messed up shaving, so I had to shave the whole thing off.
You see, that's why I don't do it. I'm scared. That's why I'm looking real scruffy right now because, and I know my mustache is looking a hot mess, but I'm so afraid of messing it up. And then, like, I haven't shaved my mustache completely off probably in a couple of years, but it just doesn't grow, right? But I'm afraid that if I try and cut it back a little bit or something, that I'm gonna mess it up and then have to shave the whole thing. And I can't do a whole naked face. The whole naked face? Nah, we can't do that.
Bro, I had I hate it. I hate. Finally, it's going back a little bit slowly, but so like my little trimmer thing, it has the cap thingamajigger that like moves. You can switch it to 2, 4, whatever. So I had it on 6 because I was lowering it. You know, I lowered this fine. I'm saying lowering it. Somehow it went down to 2, and I went over here and I did it. It went bald. I'm like, no, it didn't. I had to shave it all off.
You had to throw that. You should have thrown that trimmer right in the garbage and just bought a new one. Yeah, chalk that up too. That's 2020 disaster right there. You just gotta run it back and get a whole new one.
I mean, and then like Christmas was good. I got a little turntable with vinyls, with Michael Jackson vinyls.
Oh yeah, the record player, right?
Yeah. So I'll show you a couple. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you bad. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm starting to collect these, so I got this bad one. I have a bunch of other ones, and this one right here, I've never heard in my life. It's called Invincible.
That's one of his newer projects. That's like the last one that he did, or the next to last one that he did.
Next to last one, because this one
is that the one where on the album cover is the one where he's like a big statue or whatever. That's that one, right? The record cover is different, I think, than the. No, what's that one?
This is Dangerous. When did this one come out? Came out. Oh, this was like 91. I think this was one of those.
You can tell that Invincible is new because he's white in that picture.
Yeah, I mean he's pretty white in that one, but not like as white as here. This was 2001, so
He released they released a posthumous album. That's the one after he died.
Not
the
this
second
one.
Collection.
They released one after he died.
That's what I'm looking at. Escape.
Escape. Yeah, that's like 2000.
And Michael, they had another one in 2000.
Michael was 2000.
Was the year he died? Was the year after he died? No, 2010.
The year after he died.
And Escape was 2014. Invincible was 2001.
Yeah, so it was like the third one.
Oh, that's the one with "You Rock My World" on it. Oh, that's my song.
I'm saying I didn't know. I didn't know, but that song was in that album at all. And I was like, okay, they gave me Invincible. I was like, okay, this is cool. I've never heard of it. And then I looked and I was like, oh, You Rock My World's in this one. So then I was like, you know what? I'm going to just let it play. Find out, you know what I'm saying, what he got going on.
I used to have these 3 records.
He got like R&B hits 4 in that. I'm like, and one, bro.
I don't know what happened to all of our vinyl records. I gotta see if we still have.
You have vinyl?
Do we have our vinyl records? You have them all? Oh, let me get a couple of those. Let me come check those out later.
Yeah, let me come check those out.
My sister has a bunch of. She says she has all the vinyls because we had the Thriller record, we had Off the Wall, we had Ben, and we had Got to Be There, and we should have all 4 of them.
I got
I might if my sister has those upstairs, I might have to take Off the Wall to school because I'll be every once in a while the kids are doing stuff. I'll put some music on while my kids are working in the classroom. I would play that for sure on the vinyl on my record player. I took my record player to school. It's a great speaker because you can do like the Bluetooth and everything. Yeah. So I use that and it's much more reliable than any speaker I've ever had that I've actually used in the classroom. And then I can just use it to play like my vinyls. I have a couple I think I have a Marvin Gaye's first project, his first album. I don't like it very much, but his very first album, I have that record. I got it as a gift. I have a couple Nat King Cole records. I have a Duke Ellington record that's upstairs in my bedroom. But that's what I should have been asking for Christmas. I would love a couple more vinyls. There are some albums that I know. Do you know who PJ Morton is?
It sounds really familiar, but
I'll even send you a song or 2 of his. I really like the way he plays. But there's his one album that came out last year, the year before. It's such a good album, and there's a live piano edition where he plays for the whole thing. Like JoJo sings on the album, and some other guy that's just really great. He's really great. I would really love that album on vinyl. There's a couple other albums I would like to have on vinyl. See, it's crazy. Here's the things now I'm thinking of as Christmas just passed, my birthday just passed. Now I'm thinking of things that I want. And right. Now my birthday and Christmas are not until December. So I'm gonna have 12 months. By the time the 12 months is I am either going to have forgot we had this conversation, or I'm going to have already bought exactly what I want. And then by the time that stuff comes around, I'm not gonna want anything again. It happens every year.
Oh, what the butt?
That's not gonna.
Let me stop because I just I don't really I don't.
But you still got to September, so you.
I don't talk about like what I got like money and wise, but
yeah,
I got the stimmy. Let's talk about that. I got the stimmy, so now I'm like, I do want off the wall. I do want the Travis Scott.
Do you like that? Do you like that song?
What?
Off the Wall, the song. Living off the wall. Because I don't really like the song. I honestly don't like that song.
I've heard it like once, and I don't remember when's the last time I heard that song. I'd have to hear it again. But yeah, there's some songs in Invincible that I haven't heard before. That, my God, I'm glad I heard, because they were, you know how he sings so high a lot of the time.
Yeah.
He was singing kind of R&B like, or kind of his real voice.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my God, it was gorgeous. I didn't even know he had this. I was surprised. I was listening to it, and he literally had a song with Biggie that I never knew he had. Biggie, bro, a song with Biggie.
What album was that on?
Invincible.
Nah, he ain't had no song with Biggie Smalls.
He had a song with Biggie, bro. I'd play right now, but we would get the biggest strike of our lives.
We would get a strike.
But he had a song with Biggie, like I'm saying.
What song is, man? Well, first of all, Biggie's been dead since this. What's the name of the song? Butterflies?
Maybe it's Unbreakable. I think it's I don't know. I don't remember. It's one of the first ones I played. I think it was Unbreakable.
Unbreakable, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, what year did Biggie Smalls die?
When did he die?
Yeah.
2000.
2000. If Ruby's right, she says 2000 something. So he was still alive in this.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was still alive for this.
Biggie Smalls is one of the few hip hop artists to ever record with Michael Jackson.
Crazy, right?
They collaborated twice.
So, imagine Michael Jackson rapping.
So on Invincible, there's that song that they do. He does the verse. In 1995, there's a song called This Time Around that's also Michael Jackson and Biggie Smalls. I'm
gonna have to hear that one.
I
didn't even know he ever did a feature with that Biggie did. No, there's another one. I might have to hear it.
On there's a version on Blood on the Dance Floor. There's a version there. It must have been a single that just was released. But anyway, so the holidays went well.
He died in 97.
I thought he had been dead. I thought he was dead by that point in time.
I mean, Michael Jackson was dead in 2017 or
he was dead in 2009. He died.
I'm saying, so he's been dead, and Drake did.
Was he the first one?
Michael Jackson.
How many artists? Because I know a lot of, like, when like X died, obviously. That's, for those of you who don't know who that is, XXX Tentacion. What's the other guy that just died?
First of all, that guy got a name. Juice WRLD?
Juice. There's a couple of artists that have died recently that are still, like, they're still releasing their uncut music.
Yeah, Post Malone, his album came out, and he died.
I wonder who was the first artist to have work released after their death.
I mean,
because there's like a lot of people right now. There's a lot of artists whose music are coming out after their passing.
Yeah, and you know how artists work. You're an artist yourself. You make music. You have, like, they record thousands of songs that they don't release. So after they die, it's like, okay, let's just release a couple. Let's keep releasing like that.
That's true. That's a good point.
Some people like, work it out and have some of that recording and then use it as a feature in like a one of this and like their song. So like Drake did with Michael Jackson.
Let me see.
And this man Michael Jackson was dead for years when they released Escape. So
Oh, it's been since 1990, since the 19th century.
That people have released the songs like that?
That they've released artists' music after their death. I mean, like operas, and it was like classical music at that point. But even still, in the 19th, like early and late 1900s, they were doing stuff. So it's not something that's new, but it's crazy.
And oh damn, I didn't know that. Oh, it's just remastered. I was gonna say like they haven't. I was gonna say I didn't think after Prince died they've released anything, but they released like
Yeah, he's done a couple. I think they had at least one thing on that Prince has released since
he died like a couple of years ago. He didn't die like that long ago.
Well, he died in 2011. He died shortly after Michael Jackson.
I remember when he died, and it felt like 5 years ago.
Prince?
Yes, it's been 10 years.
Michael Jackson's been dead for 11 years.
I remember when Michael Jackson died, and I wasn't in Puerto Rico. And then I remember when Prince died, I was here. And it felt like it was like 3 years ago, maybe. Oh my god! But they did it's called a Super Deluxe.
Oh wow, he only died in 2016. It was 4 years ago.
I thought
it was earlier than that. That's crazy.
I knew it wasn't crazy, but yeah, so he hasn't released, and they haven't released any of his new music or like any music that he's had recorded or anything. I'm sure probably nobody would rock with it as they did back in the day, but on September 25th, they dropped their Super Deluxe Edition, "Sing All the Times," where all the songs were just remastered, really, and it says like 2020 remaster. I mean that's cool, but it's not the same. God damn, honey, 92 songs, 8 hours long. Jesus,
that's too much. I don't got that much time.
8 hours of just that's a whole. You better pay me.
I'm good.
That's a full-time job listening to Prince.
I'm good. I don't need it. Anyway, let's get back on topic. How the heck did we get there? So your holiday season went well from Christmas to New Year's. Everything went well. You didn't have no problem.
Out of the terrible times that we've gone through this whole year, those from Christmas, well, actually from December 1st till yesterday, it was great. I have no problems.
Good to hear.
Wait, my car broke down, and
that's true.
That's terrible, but
I've had a pretty rough couple of days, if I'm going to be honest. Christmas was fine. We were vibing for Christmas. We had a good day. Tuesday, so what was that? The 26th? 20.
What day is today?
What was Tuesday? 28th?
28th, something like that.
Whatever day this past Tuesday was, my dad had another stroke. So he is currently still in the hospital.
How's he doing?
He's okay. He's still, they can't keep his blood pressure down, I guess. So he's still in the hospital. It was really weird. Like, this is the first birthday in 24 years that my dad wasn't there. And like, I know he was just in the hospital, but like, I couldn't see him. I couldn't be with him. I didn't really talk to him. So it's kind of a crappy end of the year.
Corona,
you know what I mean?
I don't think you're allowed.
Yeah, no, because they're not letting visitors into the thing at all. So it's been a crappy couple of days. I know he's gonna be okay. It's just like, that's not how you want to end your year. You know what I mean? Like, it's not how anyone ever imagines you want to end your year, especially not like your birthday. You don't want to be. There's just a lot of stuff that you don't want to think about. But I know he's gonna be okay. So while it's just about the most 2020 thing that could happen, honestly.
End of the year. Like, that's like
the end of the year, to end it just as well as the rest of the year has gone. Why not just add this on top? So, we're gonna see what happens, but just trusting and believing he's gonna be all right. That's all we can do. So if you, Cheney, had to rate 2020, not as a whole in terms of like, because we all know it was like a negative 100 out of 10. For you personally, how would you rate your 2020 all your successes, all your failures, all the good and all the bad, what would you rate the year 2020 on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best for you personally? And what would you say is the best or some of the best things that have happened to you in 2020? Because although we know it's been a pretty dumpster fire of a year, I'm sure that some good things have happened to you. So let's just focus on the good rather than just focus on the bad.
I would. I'm glad Nate is in the party, and he added Chad. Wow. Anyways, that's for outside the podcast.
That's yeah. He didn't add me though because I didn't get a notification.
I think you're already.
It doesn't matter. I don't care.
I think you're already in it. Probably.
Either way, I don't care.
But whatever. Anyways, this guy. Let's see. I would probably rate it 4. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart. From the start, everything was going great. Corona happened, started spreading, closed everything down. Summer was like locked down, like literally, like it was literally locked down. And that was shit. Like you couldn't do anything. I was working all the time, and like it was like it's nothing you can. So I mean, I guess it started to calm down. Not in the U.S. because Americans are freaking idiots. I don't care. You can get mad at me. Idiots.
There's some truth to
that. But I went back to school. You know, I did some stuff there. So that's kind of like an okay. But it wasn't the greatest because I only went to campus like once or twice a week compared to every day where I used to go last year. And then I've had some problems with I had to come here early because that's the only time I could come home. So if I stayed over there, like I wouldn't have been here for Thanksgiving or Christmas or anything, which would have been terrible. So I missed the shoot that I had to do for a class. So I missed that. I missed the play that I was supposed to be in. So that's not even like that could have been a one of the good times that I had this year, but it wasn't because I had to come here. And then like, you know, December came and it was okay regardless of the corona. Favorite time of the year, and try to make the best of it whether you feel like it or not.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been saying it doesn't feel like Christmas this year and whatnot. And I'm like, well, you know, it didn't.
Nothing has felt like anything this year, and so as much as it could, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I did the best I could, making sure that the Christmas spirit's still there because I just love Christmas. I don't care what we're going through. It could be the end of the world, but it's Christmas. Happy times of my life.
Right.
I could not tell you what, like the good times of.
What's the best thing that's happened to you all year?
Could not tell you. What happened this year? Why were you looking at me like that? What's the best thing that happened this year? We got engaged last year, so that's not.
Y'all got engaged last Christmas. You can't. Yeah, you can't use that one. I can use that. I can use that one. You can't. So.
So. Nothing. We've been quarantined.
Started the podcast.
I mean, wait, did we start the podcast? Yeah, we did.
In March. In March.
Oh yeah.
You took the ferry for the first time.
I took the ferry for the first time. I watched Ruby perform in this park in Manhattan. We did start this podcast in like late 2020.
In March. It was March. We've been doing it for 9 months.
You finally getting your surgery?
But that's 2021.
Yeah,
but in 2020, I finally made the appointment. I got my insurance. I'm getting you guys.
The audience doesn't know. The audience doesn't know. We've never talked about it.
Yeah, you guys don't know, and you'll never see it because I'm getting rid of it. But I have this thing on my ear. It's called a keloid that I've had problems with all year, and the year before that, and the year before that one too. But it's
So
finally getting rid of.
if you ever wondered why Cheney's always has his hood up while we record, and it's something like it's so minuscule and people probably have never even thought about it. You either have your hood up or you're wearing headphones over your ears. But so they would have never thought about it. But it's something I noticed and I was like, oh yeah, that's why. So it's just, but it's a good thing, it's something you didn't like, something you're embarrassed about, and you just,
So
it happens. We all have things that we're embarrassed about, so who cares?
I'm very happy about that because in March it's getting cut off. I'm fixed.
March. You're gonna
March.
be ready for the wedding, my
Ready
boy.
for the wedding. I was
Okay.
good for the wedding. I want
Okay.
to this to the podcast. I'm lit. So that's one of the good things that came by. I made the appointment. I got my insurance finally and all that stuff. So
All right, that's what's up. That's a good thing. I see. That's a great way to end 2020, man. You know what I'm saying?
it is.
Give you something to look forward to in 2021.
Great. The 30th was my appointment. And then the doctor telling me
Perfect time to end the year, man.
cut off, and I was like,
That's great. If I had to rate 2020, I had a decent 2020. A couple good things. Of course, I got engaged in June. I'm getting married next June. Well, I guess I can't say next June. It's this June now because we're in 2021. So I'm getting married in June. Last year, during 2020, I released an album, my first album, which I was super excited to finish. Hopefully I don't know if I want to do another one this year. I know there's some songs that I am itching to record. I don't know if that's going to turn into a full-length album. I don't know what it's going to be.
you could do an EP like Giveon.
I've thought about doing an EP. I actually had intended to do a Christmas EP for the end of 2020, and then I just had I had no inspiration to record any Christmas music. I was struggling to figure out what songs I wanted to record. So I was just like, maybe this year. Maybe this year I'll finally do a Christmas EP.
You got 11 months, music, bro.
So I got a lot of time. I got a lot of time to think about it. So personally, even though she said she'll be on it, even though, yeah, she said she'll be on it.
It's just fine. I'm twisting her arm, bro. It's fine. Like, oh my god.
I'll think about it. I'll let you know. I'll get back to you. So even though, obviously, obviously this year hasn't been great. COVID ruined everything. I didn't get to travel as much as I wanted to. I didn't get to do a lot of the things that I wanted to do. I was supposed to be in a show. I wasn't in a show all of 2020, which is weird because I did like 3. Well, no. Were we in the show at all 2020? No, we weren't.
I was
2019.
Bring It On?
Yeah.
That was 2020.
Yeah.
That was 2020. But 2018, I did a show in the fall, and then I did 2 shows in 2019. So like I was really busy in theater, and I hadn't done a theater production since high school. Well, since my first year of college. So that was still 2015. I did a show in 2015, and then I was off for 3 years. I didn't do another show until Driving Miss Daisy in 2018. And then I did 3. So I was like really busy that season, and I got really excited and loved, I reinvigorated my love for theater. And then, I got cast in a play at CTL called An Act of God. And this was like right as COVID was starting, like as it was really becoming a big thing. We had just done auditions. We had just gotten cast. And this was before people knew what was going to happen with COVID. And I remember Seth sending the message, or no, it was actually Heather, the director, sending a message and saying, hey, because of COVID, we're not going to be able to meet. And she was just like, we're not going to be able to meet right away. Like, we're going to have to do something. I don't know if she said online or if we're just going to wait a week or something. And then she sent another one back the next day, and we're like, guys, the show was canceled. And I'm like, no, it was just and so I haven't done anything in forever. So I really want to get back into a production. So I'm hoping that there's going to be one available soon that I can audition for and get back into. So, it hasn't been great, but I have some real highlights of my year that I am excited for, that I was excited for, I should say. So for me personally, I would probably rate 2020 as a 7. maybe 7.5. Just because some of the best moment, like the album was a really exciting release for me. Getting engaged was like a huge momentous occasion in my life. So for me, like,
Yeah, it was alright for mine.
it would. So for me, I would probably say a 7.5, maybe. So
I mean, the year was completely different for everybody, so I respect it.
And it was such a hard and weird year because not only did COVID ruin everything, but we lost a lot in society. I think like there was a lot of celebrities that died in 2020, people that we looked up to, people that became heroes, and it's just 2020 feels like it just took so much out of us and took so much from us that I think it's hard to look to 2021 with any type of expectancy because just because the date changes from 2020 to 2021 doesn't mean that necessarily things are going to change in our lives. So I think a lot of people are struggling and are going to struggle with what is coming next. But I think that there are, there were some bright spots that we have to kind of remember and focus on. And that's why I wanted to see, what were the best moments of our years, just so that we have something to remember back to. And audience, I would urge you to do the same. Maybe you feel like it was, again, a dumpster fire of a year and that everything was just awful. But I'm sure that there was at least one bright point in your 2020. And if you can just focus on that and look forward to the future at what's to come, I think that you'll find yourself in a bit of a happier situation. All right, moving on. So a lot of times around the New Year's, well, pretty much every year, that's why they kind of call it this. So around this time of the year, as we're recording today on January 1st of 2021, we see a lot of people making New Year's resolutions. Do you make New Year's resolutions every year, Cheney?
Absolutely not. Never.
I don't really think I do either, but they're very popular, right? So it's a thing that everyone pretty much does. It's one of those things where you're like, okay, new year, new me, right? They want to always change things about themselves, and so I looked up a list because I was curious. I looked up a list of the top 10 New Year's resolutions for people around the world, and here they are in order from numbers 1 through 10. Most people for New Year's resolutions say that they want to, number 1, exercise more. Number 2, lose weight. Number 3, get organized. Number 4, learn a new skill or hobby. Number 5, live life to the fullest. Number 6, save more money or spend less money. Number 7, quit smoking. Number 8, spend more time with friends and family. Number 9, travel more. And number 10, read more. I think is interesting because according to a study published in the Journal of Clinical Psychology, only 46% of people who made New Year's resolutions were successful in those New Year's resolutions. So what I wanted to know from you, Cheney, you say you don't do New Year's resolutions. If you had to make one, what would it be? Would it be any of those on the list or would it be something else?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. I would do. I would like to read more, but I'm just
I've
too
been
busy.
telling myself
Like,
that too.
I want to. Like, I love reading, but I just play too many video games to like just sit back and read. I'm gonna read like. I mean, sometimes I get stuck, but I know it would happen if I tried. I still can. But if I like read, I'll get a text asking if I'm gonna get on or anything. I'm like, I'll get on right now. I got nothing to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I could try 2021. I'm not gonna set it as a resolution because uh, I don't like setting goals and try to go
Like
for something
long-term goals or short-term goals? Or you just don't
short
like
term. I don't.
short-term?
I, I can't.
That's an interesting perspective, so I'm just intrigued.
Yeah, I don't because especially like just for the year, any resolution or anything, because uh something can happen that I like. I'll start going to the gym or something, and then like I stop, and then at the end of the year, I look back and like, damn, I didn't do my New Year's
Yeah.
resolution, and I let myself down, and I'm like, okay, I'll do it next year, and then I'll keep doing the same thing, and I don't like to be let down, especially by
Mm-hmm.
myself, so I don't do it.
That's fair.
But I can always think, I want to do this. and I won't. I've been saying I've been like gonna work out, and I haven't done it.
I tell myself that every couple months, and I'm just like, but I know it's not really gonna happen. So
You know, you want to know why I don't work out?
please tell me.
I have it has no meaning to me. There's no reason for me to be working out. Some people love working out. Just listen.
I'm
I
listening.
have I have no reason to. It just I work out, right? I I don't enjoy working out really unless I have a reason to work out. I had sports growing up. I would work out to get faster for sports,
Mm-hmm.
to get
Oh, I see what you're saying.
to get endurance, to do all that stuff, to to be fit for the sports. I don't do sports anymore. Unfortunately, I wish I did. I don't do that stuff anymore. So like, I'll work out and be like, well, what am I doing this for? Like, what? Like to feel better? Like I'm
Yeah.
not having fun. So like, I have nothing to look forward to.
Right.
So why do I need to? And I always look and I'm like, damn, I should really work out. I'm not looking the best right now, but like, I try and it's like I can't.
Mm-hmm. I hear you. Trust me. I've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt.
I tried so hard. I'll go to the gym. I'll push myself for like 4 days tops, and then the next
Listen,
day I'll be like, I'll go tomorrow, and then that turns into I'll go tomorrow. I promise. I'll go tomorrow.
so
I'll go tomorrow.
so one day over the summer, so Shaylin is an assistant cheerleading coach, right? So they got can't I think it was really hot out, like it was like 100 degrees, and so they canceled practice for the day. But the head coach of the high school team, because they practice a lot together, the head coach was like, girls, we're not having practice today, but I still want you guys to go run a mile. Like go out today and run a mile and record your time, just so in like accountability type of thing. So Shaylin was like, all right, Aubyn, like I gotta go run this mile for cheerleading. Do you want to do it with me? And I was like, it's a mile. Let's do this, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let me go. I'm good, right? I need to start working out anyway. Let's do this thing. And then we were talking about it before we went out, and we're like, yeah, we could do this like every other day, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We can just do this a couple times a week. We'll just go out and do this. A couple things happen. One, where I live. I live on a hill, so the beginning of the mile, you got to go downhill. Nobody likes running downhill. No one likes running uphill. By the time I got down the hill, I was so tired and I walked pretty much the rest of the way home. I'm not even gonna lie to you. There was a couple times I tried to pick it back up, you know what I'm saying, and try to do my little running. But Shaylin was like, and obviously in much better physical condition than I am and than I was. And she was just cooking me, and she felt bad because she didn't want to leave me behind. So she was like trying to slow down and just kind of like jog in place and whatnot to just stay. And I'm like, listen, you go ahead and you do your thing. Like this is for you, not for me. But even still, I was gonna go. Like I really wanted to be committed and go back out another day and do it. When I tell you my ankles hurt and my feet hurt so bad the next day, I swear on my life, they hurt the next 3 days. I didn't want to move. I did not want to do anything. So that was the end of that. I did the one day and we never went back out. She never went back out either. And that was it. I was just like, I hate this. I always tell everybody I'm allergic to exercise. Because when I exercise, my heart starts racing. I start to sweat. I don't feel well. I feel like I'm going to throw up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if that happened to you right now, I would be calling the hospital for you. So why is it okay if I exercise? I got to be allergic. It's the only explanation that makes sense.
There's actually people that are actually allergic to exercising. I saw that on TikTok. They're like,
It must be me. I'm one of them. It's got to be.
Well, you didn't have hives or your throat didn't close up or anything.
No, but it feels like it. It feels like my heart is closing. It feels like my heart's closing up, and that's bad. That's not a good thing. So, you know what I'm saying?
Are actually like they, their face puffs up and like, oh my god, and it's like,
well,
yeah,
that's tragic.
Like
that's honestly tragic.
I'm like, what am I supposed to do now that I'm allergic to exercising it? Bro, I went to work this week for the first time in months since I left for school. When I tell you, my legs were killing me.
Listen, Shaylin hates me all the time. So obviously I'm a teacher full time. So I don't teach sitting down. Like I'm a pretty active teacher. I'm up walking around and doing everything in the classroom. but that's a different level of what, and that's like an 8-hour day, right? And I have two 40-minute lunch period, like a lunch and a planning period that I can like kind of rest, and not I just sitting down pretty much the whole time. But for the majority of my day, I'm standing and I'm walking around and I'm doing stuff. So the level of tired I feel like when I'm teaching is way different than the level of tired I feel when I'm done at Wise. So like when I get done with like a 6-hour shift at Wise or like a 5-hour shift, I'm like, man, I just want to come home and sleep, because it's a different level of like, it's still walking around, but it's up and down and it's moving around and it's going all over the place. I just be so tired. And she's like, I just worked an 8.5 hour shift today. Why are you so tired after your 5? I'm just like, this is different than what my body's used to. And I'm just tired. Like, let me go to bed. Like, I'm tired, man. Just leave me alone. Let me go to bed. Excuse me. But yeah, that's how that be. So are you,
When you work at
good.
Wise, I've had this
Yeah.
a couple of times, a million times. Um, and you work at Wise, and you work early, right? You work really early too.
Yeah, usually
I
either
usually,
six thirty. Usually either sometime I'm usually there between 6:30 and 8. Anytime before then. Saturdays I work at 9, but when I'm back on like breaks and stuff, I'm either there at 6:30 or sometimes 7, sometimes 8.
I tell them, look, put me in at 8, and then, you know, I'm not working late anymore. They used to make me close meet, but I'm sick of that. So they're like, so I work not at 8 now. There's sometimes I don't know if it's exhaustion or I don't know, but I'm in the middle of working, and I wish I could just leave, or I could just go back and like sit, you know what I'm saying, relax. But I can't. Like I'm working. Like I'm not allowed to. But there's sometimes where I'd just be doing my stuff, and I'd be so like exhausted, nothing. I'd just be like, I just want to sit down right here, you know, just.
Just want to sit down and not do. I don't want nobody to look at me. Don't talk to me. Don't ask me for nothing. I
Oh,
just want to sit down.
don't tell me, hey, you gotta do this. Like, no, no, I'm relaxing right now. I'm tired.
I'm
But no,
out.
I can't because it's my job.
It's
Oh,
tragic. So neither one of us really make any New Year's resolutions. Is there anything that you're looking forward to in 2021? Anything that you have planned? Anything that is exciting to you? Anything that you want to do this year that you genuinely think will happen? Like, I know, I'll give you time to think. I know for me, like, I have my wedding obviously this year, which I'm really, of course, I'm super excited for. This summer, Shaylin and I actually were both supposed to travel, God willing, as long as Corona doesn't destroy that too. But we're supposed to go to Austria, Switzerland, Germany, and the Czech Republic. So we're supposed to do 4 countries in 10 days. It's a school trip, so but they're really dope trips. But she's gonna come with me this year, which I'm really excited for. So I have that to look forward to. I turned 25 this year, which is kind of weird. It's kind of weird to say. But I do
must
all
be
of
so
that.
nice to get out of the country,
It,
travel,
it's pretty great.
take pictures,
Can't lie to you.
look at other things other than Sunbury, Pennsylvania.
It's pretty great.
I'm not
So we're
asking you.
doing that. Those two are two big things that I'm looking forward to in 2021. I want to release new music this year. I have a song that I'm waiting to finish. That producer never got back to me, and I'm so heartbroken. And I really hope he does, because I really think it's going to be a really great song if I can figure it out. I got a couple projects that I'm already having the works, some stuff that I want to do. So I'm really looking forward to 2021, to some just big leaps in my personal music journey. And then obviously my life journey as well is going to take a couple big steps. I'm excited to see what happens with the podcast. Um,
Yeah.
we in a couple months, just some short couple months. We are going to be at a year of doing the podcast. And so I'm just excited, man. I'm excited. What about you?
I'm I'm excited to get my ear cut off. Imagine.
Just Vincent Van Gogh that thing. Just cut the whole thing off.
I'm excited to get the keloid out. I'm hoping that I can get back to doing YouTube videos. Um, yeah, I'm having trouble right now, especially. I'm thinking, I'm starting to come up with like ideas and stuff like that. So that's like a good thing, because I was in a slump for a grip. I could not think of anything that I could possibly do.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but now the only problem is I want to get a camera and stuff like that, because I have no I don't know why, but I have literally no space in my phone to record any more videos.
My phone nor my computer have any space, so I get it. I
It's
hear
such
you.
a sad case. I also want to get like a new computer, so I can start doing a bunch of stuff, editing, streams some more. I just do that for for the heck of it. I know a couple of people now that I watch somebody stream, and I've made friends with well, not friends, but I made
Mm-hmm.
friends with a couple of them. So like if I were to shout out or promote my stream on the server, on the Discord server, they sometimes go check it
Mm-hmm.
out for a little bit, and like that's cool. Like I'll take that, check it out a little bit. So I'm kind of hoping to do that more, and even excited for it. Um, I I'm scared that I won't be able to. That I'll come back from school, and I'll be stuck here. So I'm just gonna hope that I can audition and stuff like that and figure something
Mm-hmm.
out to get an extra job, uh, a role on something. So I'm high hopes for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I think it's good to have things to look forward to. Again, it gives us something that when we feel like there's nothing left, you know what I mean? Like you just feel like there's nowhere else for you to go. There's nothing else for you to do. Just have that one thing to like hold on to hope that when it happens, like it'll turn everything around. So that's good to have things to expect. And whether they're goals or whether they're expectations, some people, feel like that wording matters and that wording is different and has a different connotation between the two. But at the end of the day, I think there's always good to have something in your mind to look forward to, so you're not stuck, when you're stuck in that rut and you don't know what to do next, that you just have something in your head. So do you want to introduce the next segment?
I would love to, but I don't want to.
Okay, well that's great. So I can do it.
Go ahead.
All right, so the next segment is one that we're borrowing from some friends of ours. If you remember a couple episodes back, we had Luke from the Jocks of All Trades podcast, and they have a segment. The Jocks of All Trades have a segment called "Are You For Real?" And in this segment, you gotta just find the topic that you want to talk a little bit about, that you want to rant about, and at the end, you just, are you for real? Like what's going on? So we've told them, and they know that this is coming. We told them that we were going to borrow it because we had a lot of fun in that segment. But instead of "Are you for real?" We're gonna call this segment "Come on, son." So
No, it's only works. All right.
for now, we haven't
It only
decided if
works.
it's what we want to call it, but for right now, it's "Come on, son." So do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first? What do you want to happen?
I can go first. It's fine.
All right, go ahead.
So it's not too crazy, It's just a little bit of problem that I have personally. Um, for Christmas, I got my record player, I got my vinyls, I got a lot of Baby Yoda stuff, which I'm very excited about. I got a shirt, I got actually today I bought this. Some slippers, Baby Yoda slippers.
That's hilarious.
I got some socks, but my problem is everybody in this house knows I am a huge Spider-Man fan, and I did not get one single Spider-Man thing. I would have been okay with a sticker. I would have been okay.
A sticker, you said?
At least I would have been okay getting a sticker.
That's hilarious.
But no, I got 50 million Baby Yoda things, and forever grateful. I love Baby Yoda. But where's my Spider-Man stuff? You know what I mean? I had a little Spider-Man, webbed hanging down on the tree, as an ornament. I had my little Miles Morales plushie on the tree, but I got that way before. But I didn't get one Spider-Man thing. Like, come on, son.
I love that that's the thing that you decided to introduce this segment, because that is absolutely hilarious. Mine is a little bit more. I don't know if it's a little bit more serious, but I was on Twitter, and you know how you get like the trending topics and stuff from Twitter. So I was going on Twitter, and listen, bro, this story is the most come on, son story ever. So in Wisconsin, police have arrested a hospital pharmacist in Grafton, Wisconsin, for allegedly destroying 57 COVID-19 vaccine vials, which is more than 500 doses, by intentionally removing the vials from the pharmacy's refrigerator. So, if you know anything about vaccines, most vaccines, I think all vaccines, have to be kept cold, right? So, the COVID vaccine has to be refrigerated, has to be at a certain temperature. And this specific vaccine has to be used within like a certain amount of time, and it's a two-part vaccine. So you need to get the first shot, and then you get another one 21 or 28 days later. So this man intentionally left 500 doses, which is 250 people. He ruined 500 vials of the COVID-19 vaccine. One thing that people have been looking forward to. And he just decided, you know what? Forget these people, forget their health, forget their vaccine. I'm gonna leave these out on the counter. And so he's been arrested. Like, dude, come on, son.
Wait, I have something for that, but give me a second. I gotta show
Go
you.
ahead.
Right?
I just can't imagine the selfishness. What was this guy thinking? Like, why was that okay?
Do you know who this is?
I can't see it, Jimmy.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Turn your brightness down.
I am.
Betty White.
I bet he white.
I hate you so much, Cheney. I hate you. That is hilarious. Also, probably true, but hilarious. So that is the end of our segment. Come on, son. If you have a better idea for a name for this segment, please drop it in the comments. Let us know on Facebook. We want to know. It's still a working title. We're going to try and figure something out. I kind of like Come On, Son, but we'll see what happens. And again, the segment is borrowed from our friends at the Jocks of All Trades podcast. You can find them on Facebook at Jocks of All Trades. You can also find them on YouTube. And again, that's Jocks, Jocks, of All Trades. You can find them on Facebook and on YouTube. You want to make sure you check them out too, our friends of the podcast. We can't wait to have them back on another episode. That one is in the works, Cheney. Yep. So we're going to be scheduling that hopefully soon.
Sounds good.
And now, to end our first episode of 2021, we are going to get into our favorite segment, which is You Think You Know.
You think you know.
And this week, so I guess I'll explain what the game is before, if you're a new watcher of the podcast or a new listener of the show. This is a trivia game show that we've created where the AfroLatinos want to see how much the other person knows about a particular topic. So the way the game works is the one of us will ask the other 15 trivia questions about a particular topic, and we will have 30 seconds each to answer each question. We will only take the first answer that is given, and our goal is just to show how much we think we know about a particular topic. And it is very fitting for the first episode of 2021 that the game of today, or the title of the game today, is You Think You Know 2020. Cheney, you are asking the questions this week. I am on the hot seat. I think that's everything we have to say about the game, so let's get it started.
Let's get it started.
Okay,
let's get it
not
started.
2020.
Yeah. All right.
That is not 2020.
No, that's
old. I don't know how old. But...
old.
Is that Black Eyed Peas?
Yes, it is.
When the Black Eyed Peas were popular, remember when they were a thing?
I do remember.
Anyway,
I was actually at home when I mean Puerto Rico. Did I say home? I mean technically it's home when that came out. So
you're home.
It's old.
It is old.
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Number one. None of these are multiple choice. So
got it.
Yeah.
That song came out in 2009, by the way.
Damn, like the year before I left. Um, which 2020 film starring Robert Downey Jr. tells the story of a physician who can talk to animals?
Come on, son.
Come on, son.
Do you have your timer ready, by the way?
I do.
Okay.
Not.
So this is a remake. This is a remake of an Eddie Murphy classic where he also talked to animals. I did not watch the new version because I
did.
love the Eddie Murphy version, so there's no reason. I don't think there's anything Robert Downey Jr. can do better than what Eddie Murphy could do. So I think I'm probably running out of my 30 seconds. So I'm going to say Dr. Dolittle.
That is incorrect. I'm kidding. That's right.
You're
right.
wrong. It's correct.
Right.
Did you watch it?
I did not.
I love Dr. Dolittle, the original with Eddie Murphy.
That's my idea. And there was like the third one or whatever with his daughter.
Yeah. Where she, yeah.
That one was good too. I remember that one a lot. So those are the only ones. Okay. Question number 2. Divinely Uninspired to a Hellish Extent is the debut album of which Scottish singer-songwriter?
Describe that again.
Divinely Uninspired to a Hellish Extent is the debut album of which Scottish singer-songwriter? 20 seconds.
If anyone described anything that I did as that, I would be extremely hurt. That is so rude. And I don't know.
He's a Scottish singer or songwriter.
No. The description of the album was what? How do they describe it?
Is that the description or is that the name of it? I think it's the name of it. Divinely Uninspired to a Hellish Extent.
That's the name of the album?
Pretty sure.
I thought someone was describing the album as uninspired and hellish. I was like, oh my God, who says that?
That would be terrible. And no,
I know. That's why I was so confused.
Yeah,
I was like, who is talking about some out? If anyone called my work devilishly uninspired to a hellish extent, I would retire from music effective immediately.
No.
I don't know any Scottish singer-songwriters. So I'm going to say...
I'm giving you time, but time right now. But I'm giving you time.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't know. James Arthur.
Close. It was Louis Capaldi.
Louis Capaldi. Wait, Louis Capaldi's Scottish?
Yeah.
That's the guy who did Say You Won't Let Go.
Is it?
That he is Scottish. You know what? And now I'm upset because when I was in Ireland and Scotland in 2019, summer of 2019, that song had just become popular. And
Scotland, weren't you?
He was really popular when we were going through Scotland. The freaking bus driver told us about it, but I was so focused on the fact that the bus driver was Irish, but he was actually Scottish. So now I'm upset because I literally talked with the Scottish bus driver about this guy, and he was telling me that this guy was really good and that he was going to be popular, and then he was. Louis Capaldi. Now I'm upset.
1 for 2, right?
1 for 2.
That's not too bad. Okay.
It's getting started,
Number 3. This should be pretty easy, but which footballer has the most Instagram followers in the world as of 2020?
And I'm assuming footballer, you mean soccer, right?
Yes. I was going to say that too. I was like, if you want a little hint, means soccer.
Let's see. I'm thinking... None of these are my answer, by the way. I'm just thinking out loud. Oh, that's the guy I wanted to say. I want to say Ed Sheeran, but I don't think Ed Sheeran is Scottish. He's Irish, isn't he? Or British?
Irish. I don't think he's British.
Whatever he is, in the last question, I wanted to
Yeah,
say Ed Sheeran, but his name I could not think of for some reason.
And you would have been wrong.
I know,
been...
it was what the name that was in my head. So I want to say it's either like Messi, Ronaldo, David Beckham. I'm thinking like the people that are the most attractive, because that's probably who has the most Instagram followers, because who cares about soccer? They just care what they look like. So if I had to go with a guess, I would say it's either David Beckham or Cristiano Ronaldo, because they're two of the most handsome men I've ever thought of. Now that I think about them on a daily basis or anything, it's just in general.
True.
So I'm gonna have to say from Portugal, Cristiano Ronaldo.
And from Portugal, he is. You are correct. It is Cristiano Ronaldo.
David Beckham's got to be close, though. He's got to be close.
I'm sure he's not.
And the problem with him is he's got a gorgeous family. Like, everyone in his family is gorgeous. And then it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Number 4. Yes. No. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Number 4.
Number 4. Which Brooklyn rapper had a UK number 1 in March 2020 with Roses? I can give you a hint because you know him. He performed right before the Mike Tyson fight. After all.
Yep. I don't know his name though. I watched the fight,
and we both saw him, and we heard him, and we're like, "Damn, he's good."
I don't know his name, Chinny. I'm not gonna get it. I have no idea what his name is.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer. My final answer is his name is Logan Paul.
Completely wrong. It was St. John.
Yep. St. John and WizKid have that one song I like.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of it, but it's that one song that I like. 2 for 4. I'm doing great.
Number 5.
Oh, I'm not gonna get this one. Okay.
No, you are.
Oh, okay.
That's gonna hurt, but you're gonna get it. No. Which basketball star died in a helicopter crash?
You gotta throw up to 24. You gotta throw up to 8. Can't cry with you. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Number 24. Kobe Bean Bryant.
Kobe.
Dang, why did that happen in 2020, man? I remember the day that, I think we've talked about this before, but I think we were on the PlayStation party together when I saw the news on Twitter from TMZ, and I was like, nah, they're twiling. Like, they're not.
Party. Yeah, I remember.
And I was like, nah, this can't be real. And I was like, Cheney, they're saying Kobe Bryant just died in a helicopter crash. And we were just like stunned. Like, we were in awe for the whole day. And I was never a big Kobe fan, but you got to respect the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, for his greatness and what he is. He's the 3rd best player of all time, in my opinion, behind Michael Jordan. And, of course, number 1, LeBron James. But yeah, man, I remember that day. That was tough. For a lot of people, that was tough. It was huge.
Oh, I'm not gonna get that. Anyways, okay. So you're 3 for 5.
3 for 5. 80%.
That's not bad.
I'm doing great.
Yeah.
It's not 80% either. It's 60%, but who cares?
Number 6. Number 6. What was the name of the Netflix documentary about Joe Exotic that got everyone talking?
Did you watch this documentary, by the way?
I did not. Did not care for it.
You didn't watch it?
At
all?
At all.
We put it on. I think I had heard about it on Twitter, and we put it on just as like a whatever type of thing. Shaylin and I watched the entire thing in one sitting. and we don't do that. She doesn't like watching TV, but we watched Tiger King in one sitting, all 5, 6 episodes, however many it was. We watched Tiger King in its entirety. It was great.
They were, I mean, it was at the house before they moved to this one, and they were all literally every single one of them, like Ruby, her sister, her mom, grandma, dad. They're all watching it. I didn't want to. I'm like, okay, I'm not intrigued. I don't care.
It was the most trailer. It was the most trailer trash, amazing, incredible, annoying, stupid story I've ever seen. But it was perfect, and it was everything I needed in the moment.
I mean, I guess. Okay, number 11.
11.
No, yeah, I was waiting for you. I was like, wait a minute. 7.
Something like that.
I lost count. It is 7. Yeah, you were 3 for 5. You got this one. You're 4 for 6. And that's 7th. Okay, number 7. Rose Byrne. Salma. I don't know how to say her last name. Hayek. Yeah. Lisa Kudrow.
Lisa Kudrow. Yeah, she played Phoebe in Friends.
Oh yeah. So, yeah. Rose Byrne, Salma Hayek, Lisa Kudrow star in which 2020 film about 2 friends who start a beauty business together?
I don't freaking know.
He does a lot of movies.
Who? My dad?
Yeah.
The last movie I remember Lisa Kudrow being in is Easy A, but that movie came out in like 2012, 2015. Not that I'm gonna be able to find it behind me, but I know it's probably here somewhere.
Does he have those organized at all?
No. We used to have them all organized. I once spent the entire day organizing them in alphabetical order, but then he kept getting new movies and not put them in order. So
you know what I want to do with you? I want to spend an entire day organizing those by the year it came out.
I'd rather kill myself, Cheney. That sounds boring.
Oh my god, that sounds kind of fun.
That sounds so awful. Because then you're gonna have to think, oh, I want to watch this movie, and you're gonna have to first of all look up what year it came out, and then you have to find them. I'm like, what? Alphabetical makes more sense. There was a movie I just wanted to show you. I don't know the answer, so you can tell me whenever you want. Chadwick.
The movie was Like a Boss.
I never heard that.
Never heard of it?
No, never in my life.
Freaking idiot! Are you dumb? Are you stupid? Are you dumb?
I might be. Yo, you remember when we watched this? Was it this one?
Yeah, it was the second one.
It was the second one? Nah. Oh, yep, it's this one.
Yeah. We watched this during the quarantine time.
We watched it on Netflix together. We online.
Netflix party.
Hilarious.
Watched it together.
I remember now. Hilarious.
Can you imagine if like Corona was Zoom invented during Corona or?
No, Zoom's been a thing.
That movie is.
Wait, is this the one with Andrew Garfield?
Yeah. I
didn't know we had this. I haven't seen this one yet.
I didn't know you had it either, to be honest.
I don't really want to watch it, but I will.
I don't know why people hate on it. I think I like it.
You should watch it. You should come over and watch it sometime.
I'm down. I mean, I'm probably going to walk there and get there in like 10 hours, but...
Ruby's got a car. Just take Ruby's.
Actually, Ruby does not have a car, actually.
Don't have a car, mine broke.
That's all right. Y'all can borrow somebody's car.
Tell
Nate to drive. Nate can drive. You just come down.
I don't even have my license expired, so like I can't even drive.
Oh my
legally.
God!
I have
this
been
guy, bro.
In town.
This guy. Imagine,
please don't tell anybody. I know.
I'm turning this video. I'm turning
bro,
this
get
video
back to the questions, bro.
Go ahead, bro. I'm waiting on you. I'm just. Oh my God.
All right, number 8.
This is my sophomore year of high school.
It's probably trash, but.
Look, you see, okay, so you ready? I'm gonna show you me. You see, right, oh, I can't orient myself. Right there on the staircase. Hold on. Right there. That's me.
Yeah.
That's me right there. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. All right. Damn. Okay, I don't like this. This. How is that? That makes no sense.
That's the question, man.
Give me a second. I have to look
All
something.
right, you go ahead and do your thing. I'm gonna keep looking at these movies and figure out if there's anything else I want to watch here.
What the heck?
Did you watch the Saw series, Cheney?
The Saw series?
Yeah, like Saw, Jigsaw.
Yeah, I did. This is so wrong. Oh my god, I have to look for the actual answer now. I'll tell you what was wrong after.
All right.
Um
You got so many movies.
what was the name of them? Okay. Okay, I got it. Yeah. Jesus. My god. I'll tell you what was wrong. Number 8. Yes. Will Smith and which other main star reprised their roles in Bad Boys for Life?
Martin Lawrence.
Martin Lawrence. And here it says Gavin Williamson.
What's that?
Gavin Williamson is Secretary of State for Education. That was the answer to another question, but they put it for that one accidentally.
I'm gonna say that's probably not it.
It's not Gavin. No, it's not.
No, it's definitely not.
Obviously,
I saw that movie in theaters. It was pretty good.
you can't see it, but it was
I can't see it.
It was the answer for number 11. For number 12.
Got you.
Idiot. You know this one. Number 9. Best note. What is? How many have you got? You got 5?
I think I've only missed 3.
Okay, so 9. You have 6. Okay.
6.
Best known for the song "Stay With Me," which, best known for the song "Stay With Me," which English singer released "To Die For" in 2020?
I don't know that song. I mean, "Stay With Me" is Sam Smith. So the answer has to be Sam Smith, but I just don't know that song.
I don't know that song either, but it's obviously Sam Smith.
"To Die For."
7 for
Is that
10.
the one he did? Is that the one they did with Didn't they just do a song with Justin Bieber?
No, I did. I haven't kept up with pop these past couple of years, ever since I've turned a gangster and whatnot.
Okay, Genie.
All right, number what?
10.
Oh, it is 10. So you're 6 for 9 now.
Correct. 66%.
Okay. You're 5 for 8. Now you're 6 for 9. Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Which actor plays Dr. Ivo Robotnik in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie?
Jim Carrey?
You're right. It was Jim Carrey.
I knew he was in the movie, but I don't know
Robotnik.
why I felt like he was the
Eggman.
For a second I thought he was the Wait, that's his name?
Robotnik, yeah.
Mr. Egghead. What do we call him? Egghead, Eggman?
Eggman.
That's just what I didn't know he had an actual name. I thought it was just Eggman. If you would have told me Eggman, I would have said, okay, that's Jim Carrey. But Dr. Robotnik doesn't make any. I don't know Sonic lore like that. So
How the hell are we supposed to know this?
That's the question.
Number 11. An airline crashed in Iran this year. Where was it flying from? What? Do you want to count that one? I can skip it.
Yeah, no, let's count it. I'm gonna say
Nowhere in the U.S. I'm telling you right now. Nowhere in North America.
I was gonna go foreign. I was gonna go let's see, we had that Malaysian flight go missing a couple years ago. I think there was a Chinese flight that just went missing. I feel like this answer is in Europe.
It crashed. It didn't go missing. It crashed in Iran.
Can you tell me what continent? Is it in Europe or Asia?
It's in I want to say Europe, but I'm not sure.
Let's say.
Let me wait.
Go ahead.
It is Europe. Yeah, it is Europe. I'm right. Yeah.
Let's say I'm gonna give you the country. Let's just go with Germany.
No. Ukraine.
Okay. Would never have guessed Ukraine. I didn't know that was a thing. The only thing I remember from 2020 in the news is the election. So
and Kobe dying.
If it ain't have nothing to do with COVID or nothing to do with the election, I don't know what happened. Ain't nobody know nothing about the Ukrainian flight. The heck?
It must have been really serious or something important. That's why I don't know. Like a random.
We're back.
He said, "If I come home with a tattoo, what you gonna do?" He said,
He just laughed.
Ass whooping.
All right, next question. Did I get the last one right? What was the last question?
Ukraine.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about no Ukraine. All right. They speak Russian. Well, Ukrainian. You know what? I don't know.
No idea.
Moving on.
What language did Jesus speak? What?
Hebrew.
That's not what I'm looking for.
Aramaic. Honestly.
Well, I'm sure he spoke Spanish, English, Hebrew, Arabic.
That would have been interesting.
What language does Ukraine speak? Ukraine. Nope. Ukraine. Ukrainian. Like what other like what?
Well, it was a part of the Eastern Bloc. It was part of Russia at some point in their history, so I assumed it would be
listen.
Russian-esque.
Is written with a form of Cyrillic.
Cyrillic. That's the Russian alphabet.
Yeah, with Cyrillic alphabet. The language belonging with Russian and Belarusian to the East Slavic branch of the Slavic language. Yeah, so yeah. Related to Russian, also similar to Polish. Cool. Don't care, but for those who are from Ukraine, which is none of you. All right, number 12.
Yes.
You missed 4, so it's not bad.
I'm doing all right. I'm holding it down.
Yeah, you 8 for 11. It's not terrible. Wait, that is terrible math.
7 for 11.
Yes.
Oh, Cheney.
I almost gave it to you because, like, who the hell was gonna guess that? But it's
Cheney, I got to tell you something off camera when we're done.
All right, cool. 11. Yes. Stupid.
No,
love.
12. I'm 7 for 11. How is this still question number 11?
You're right. Yeah, I'm looking at the question.
Hey, yo, what's good with you, bro?
If I had them written down, it would be a lot easier.
What is wrong with you?
All right, 12. Stupid Love was the debut single from the album Chromatica from which U.S. superstar? There's actually a multiple choice for this.
Okay, I'll take it.
Is it Lady Gaga, Britney Spears, or Madonna?
What was the name of it?
Stupid Love.
Madonna, Britney Spears, or Lady Gaga? I think I'm gonna say Britney Spears. I know she's been working on music recently. I haven't heard anything from Lady Gaga or Madonna for some time.
Is that a final answer?
Sure.
What's wrong? It's Lady
Tragic. I would not have guessed at all.
Is that when she came out for Rain on Me?
Maybe. No idea. Okay. Number. What is the don't wait, all that. All right, number 13. Got that one. Donald Trump will stand against who in the U.S. president election?
Joe Biden.
Mitt Romney.
Yeah. No, that was President Barack Obama.
Oh,
Mitt Romney.
Like 8 years. No, like 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
Damn.
Crazy, right? Well, no. It was 8. 12 years ago was John McCain.
Yeah.
Oh,
8
yeah.
years ago was Mitt Romney.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah. That's still a long time. 8 years
Still
ago.
a long time. No, still a long time. Yeah.
Okay. With 13, 14, 13? 14. Which British author wrote the classic book of the same name on... Listen, I'm lost in this question. I don't even... Alright, fuck it. That's the first time I cursed in the new year. I'm sorry.
That's not true. You've already cursed at least one time on this episode alone. I heard it earlier.
I really
You
thought
did.
I did. I really
You
thought
did.
I haven't cursed yet. Damn.
Oh God, this guy.
We count the F word as a curse word.
I mean, damn's not bad. Like, it's like, damn.
You're not supposed to say it.
You know?
Next question. I don't got time for you.
Which British author... Damn. I'm just... Let me get my... Hold on. Which author wrote the classic book of the same name on which the 2020 film Emma starring Anya Taylor-Joy is based? I don't know how to read that question. I'm so lost. Let me read it
I
again.
get what it's trying to say, but I don't know the answer. What it's saying is that the author wrote a book, and the book is the same name as the movie that was released in 2020 starring those people. But the problem is I don't know the author, I don't know the name of the movie, so I don't know the name of the book. So I'm gonna say The Sorcerer's Apprentice, which was written by J.K. Rowling, which is the only British author that I know. So I know I'm not getting the answer right. So just tell me what the answer is.
Listen. Not only are you wrong, but Sorcerer's Apprentice also was not in 2020. So
that is also very true. That's a good point. That was an impossible question. I don't know how you expect me to answer that.
is Jane Austen.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say that.
I've heard of Jane. Oh yeah, you were.
Yeah, it was right there. It was right there.
It's all right. It happens to the best of us. Happens to me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Number 15. In which U.S. city did George Floyd die?
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Can you let me finish the question? After being subdued by police officers.
Minneapolis, Minnesota. Also,
Too bad you're wrong. What is that? 9 for 15.
what do you mean I'm wrong?
You're right. You're right.
Oh,
Shut
okay,
up.
I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Also, did you know this was almost my topic for the Come On Son today, but I was mad. The Minneapolis police just killed another man in a traffic stop yesterday or this morning.
A traffic stop. What did he do?
I don't know. I didn't read the story. I was too sad by seeing the news, so I didn't even bother reading it.
What did he do? He stopped at the light.
He stopped at the light. Hey, you're not supposed to stop. Don't follow the law.
Nah, I think it was probably speeding or something like that.
They had to kill him for speeding?
There was apparently an exchange of gunfire. So I don't know if the guy started wilding out and then they each started shooting at each other. The only thing I saw was that the Minneapolis police shot someone else. And I was just like, really, bro? Like, come on, bro.
Like, come on, son.
Let me see if I can find it. But anyway, what was my final score? This was the longest game we've ever done. Holy crap.
Well, you're also not paying attention, so.
I'm paying attention.
And
I did get distracted by the movies, but and then my dad called, and I haven't talked to my dad since 2 days ago. So,
and that's fine. So that's completely okay. Pretty sure you were 9 for 15. If you,
it's not bad. That's almost typical.
It was 9 or 10. It was so it was average. Listen, I'll do that. New York.
English.
I was gonna say New York for some reason. New Year's resolution: get higher than 10. Dang, you think you know.
That's a great New Year's resolution, Shane. As long as you stop scoring, or as long as you don't score again like you did on the fast food episode, we're fine.
I swear, I thought they were McDonald's. I want to average. I want to average a higher than 10. Like literally, we average 10.
We average 10.
Average 11, 12. One of these days. We can do that.
We can make that happen.
Speak about it outside of the podcast.
We'll talk about it. We'll schedule. We'll pencil you in.
We'll pencil you in.
All right. So this has been another great episode, or the first episode of 2021 of AfroLatinos. This has been your co-host Aubyn. This is
Chandler.
And we are just so thankful for your unending support. If you stuck around this long for this nonsense that has been this episode, we started out so good, and then I don't know what happened. By the end of it, we were just a mess. We'll blame it on 2020. We're blaming it on 2020. It's all right.
Yeah.
In 2021, we are so excited to bring you more content. More You Think You Knows, more AfroLatinos and Amigos, which will come out this Friday. We just want to give you everything that you want us to do. So our goal is to just keep releasing as much content as possible. We want to see you guys commenting, subscribing to our YouTube page, subscribing to Facebook, following us everywhere that you can. So if you can just do us a favor and check us out on all digital platforms where podcasts can be found. You can find our Facebook page at AfroLatinos, our YouTube page of the same name, AfroLatinos. We would really appreciate your continued support. We love what we do. We are excited to bring you lots of new stuff. And so we just want to keep doing it. So we need your support to do it. So again, this has been your co-host, Aubyn.
And Chandler.
Peace out, y'all. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.